Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Melissa Chaniago, student at Postgraduate Biology Education Program, Universitas Negeri Medan. I will present my journal with the title of Development and Effectiveness of Rice Leaf and Planthopper, Hemiptera Auchenorrhyncha, Field Guidebook to improve the student achievement in entomology course. As for introduction, in my journal is entomology is a branch of biology that studies insects, where in entomology several aspects of biology and ecology of insect will be discussed that must be understood by students. At Universitas Negeri Medan, entomology is one of the courses that students must take. The Indonesian National Framework Curriculum implemented at Universitas Negeri Medan is expected to improve the quality of learning outcomes. And then practicum is a way of delivering material to students through a series of activities that are adopted from science process skill. Practical activities provide direct experience to students through the process of observing, measuring, interpreting, predicting, using tools and materials, grouping, applying concept, communicating, and asking questions. Unless, basically, this file grid book does not only discuss the material or basic concept, but sound facts that will be present after conducting research and presenting the research result. And then materials and methods in my journal consist is time and place of research. This research was conducted at the Department of Biology, Universitas Negeri Medan in October through March 2021. And book development method, the research method used was the Chiagarajan 4D model development research, which consists of 4 stages, namely define, design, development, and dissemination. And then population and sample, the population in this study were a student majoring in biology who studied entomology course. The sample in this study were 24 students. And then data collection technique, the data collection technique in this study used a test instrument in the form of multiple choice question, interpreters, and post-test test. And last, data analysis technique. The data analysis technique is by using quantitative descriptive data analysis. Effectiveness analysis. The effectiveness analysis was intended to determine whether there were differences in grade before the use of the field manual or pretest and after the use of the field manual or post-test significantly. Here, I use the formula in GATE, namely post-test score minus pretest score divided ideal score minus pretest score. Next, result and discussion. Result of the development stage is after the researcher obtained an average assessment of the two material experts, namely 89.17 with very good categories. Well, for the book Feasibility by Learning Design Expert, this team obtained an average assessment of the two learning design expert in 90.42 with very good categories. And then book feasibility by layered design expert, the average rating obtained from the layered design expert was 94.70 with very good categories. Lecture response obtained an average rating of the response of the entomology subject lecture was 92.52 with very good categories. Student response in field test obtained an average rating from the limited group student response test were 88.25 with very good categories. Unless result of the information stack disseminate based on the result of the data normality test, the result of the pre-test normality data were 0.053 bigger than 0.05 and the post-test data was 0.060 bigger than 0.05. Based on the result of the t-test calculation, the t-count was 19.096 or p is 0.0. So it can be concluded that there was a significant difference between the pre-test or before using the field manual in the learning process and the post-test, or after using the field manual in the learning process. After the t-test result was significant that the gain test was carried out. And last conclusion, the conclusion is the guided book was very well developed according to material expert. 89.70, learning design expert 90.42, and lion design expert 94.17. Likewise, it's very good according to the response of the entomology lecture 92.52 and student 88.25. Based on the equation of the student score before using the field manual or pre-test and after using the field manual or post-test, there was a very significant difference. Based on the result of the t-test where the chicken was 18.096 or P is 0.0 and the total gain score was 15.67 with an average of 0.65, which was classified in the moderate category. This means that the use of the field guide book or Planthopper that was developed was effective in improving the cognitive learning outcomes of non-Universitas Negeri Medan Biology Department students. So that overall the field guide books on Planthopper in Plan could be used as additional teaching material for lecturer and student in entomology course. This is the result of my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.